Below it's Lynn. An elegant clear ornament spins on this card, and below it spin the words merry and bright. This card is designed as a trifold so that the cardstock supports the spinning, and greetings can be placed on the innermost panel. This card will require 2 pieces of 8.5 inch by 11 inch black heavyweight cardstock, cut to 7 inches high in the landscape orientation. Cut 1 sheet, we'll call this sheet A, to 6 inches wide. Turn it 90 degrees to portrait orientation and score at 5 inches. Keep the remaining 5 inch by 7 inch piece of this sheet A. Take the second longer sheet, we'll call this sheet B, and cut it to 8.5 inches wide. Score it at 4 inches. Set sheet B aside for now. It won't be needed until final decoration and assembly of the card. Should you find that I'm going too quickly for you, details and other instructions can always be found at my blog, cardsclassicorcute.com. These are some of the supplies I'll be using on this project, but don't worry if I'm going too quickly for you. As always, they'll be listed below. On your large panel of sheet A, cut 2 rectangular openings for your spinner elements. Using this as a template, cut the same pieces from your 5x7 sheet of sheet A. Continuing with the die cutting, cut a flourish, 2 of them, that will fit nicely within your ornament. This one is from Tim Holtz. I'm using the precision base plate because the words merry and bright are rather intricate. At the same time, I'm cutting out the bow that will sit on top of the ornament, all of these from glitter paper, and on black paper, the label die, twice, on which these words will sit. And now to cut out 2 copies of our ornament from clear acrylic, also known as crafting plastic. Now let's add some shimmer with a glorious gold ink. We'll color our flourishes that we cut out earlier, and then we'll use a stencil to add touches at the top and bottom alternating corners of the front of our panel, as well as a swoosh on the inside panel. Now we'll adhere the words to our spinner using multimedia matte, and this word was almost too big to quite fit, so I squeezed and mudged and twisted a little bit and got it to fit and called it festive. We'll glue on our flourishes onto our acrylic pieces, and just to keep them in place, I used a piece of easily removable tape. You might find that helpful as you keep them together too. Again, I'm using the multimedia matte, and I actually pieced them together outside of the ornament as well, because that did help line things up and kept them united as I worked with the pieces. This seemed a good time to clean our ornament of any extraneous fingerprints or glue that might have gotten on it, so I used an alcohol pad. Now comes the fun part. Further embellish your ornament with diamond-like gemstones to your liking. A fingertip craft knife provides good control for moving the tiny pieces. Following the path of the flourish is likely to give you a natural and pleasing line, as would following the shape of your ornament. These are self-adhesive. However, that generally means that they were designed to adhere to paper. I didn't trust the adhesion to mat onto the smooth plastic, so I reinforced the sticker gems with some multimedia matte. For the sake of concentration, as well as not knocking off your gems while you work on the other side. You'll probably do best to decorate one side completely, allow it to dry, then turn it over and apply aligned gemstones on the opposite side. When both sides of your ornament are dry, take sharp scissors and cut off the extra pieces of the flourish. Save them if you like to use them for embellishment elsewhere on your project. Time to put it all together. Place your front panel and half of each spinner element, including your bow, face down on your work surface. Using a grid mat will help with alignment. Adhere strong double-sided tape above and below each window, as well as at the middle of each element. Then run clear thread straight down, embedding it into the tape. Cover with another piece of tape. To have elements in each window spin separately, give each its own piece of thread. Cut off any excess thread, then use a strong liquid matte adhesive to adhere the second copy of each spinner element over the first. Glue the die-cut 5" by 7" panel you retained from sheet A over the taped panel to give a finished look, and your spinner panel is done. As you can see, I did wind up using the remaining pieces of flourish as decoration on the large panel segment of sheet B. To complete assembly, attach the 1" segment of sheet A to the 4" segment of sheet B. Still photos follow. I hope you enjoyed making today's card and that you'll come back soon, and let's make a card.